When we are sad, we cry. When we are angry, we yell, clench our fist, or even stomp on the ground. We find ways to express those emotions. Now, imagine that constant feeling of not being able to express your emotions. People with autism deal with that quite often. I've been surrounded by an individual who has had autism for about 18 years now. First, I will talk about how autism is detected, then I will discuss autism perspectives, and lastly, I will talk about the 3 levels of autism. First, let me discuss autism spectrum disorder, also known as ASD. A common question is, how can autism be detected? Unfortunately, it is not detected during the stages of pregnancy. It is detected by behavior. The youngest someone can detect autism is 18 months. By the age of 2, a diagnosis is experienced, professional, and considered reliable. Some delays that doctors pay close attention to is delays in speaking, noticing, expressing emotions, and social interactions and gestures. Now that I talked about how autism is diagnosed, next let me talk about autism perspectives in life. Individuals with autism have different perspectives than average people. What makes a person with autism unique is the way their brain works. Am I average? I don't mean like normal, it's just they see things very differently than us. Their brain works completely different, it has different gears. So they will they will focus all their interest on one thing, whereas another individual can be focusing on school, work, or even like little house chores. Whereas people with autism, when they find that one specific hobby, they put all their effort, all their energy into that one thing, which is why it is most common people who have autism have a gift. They have a gift at something. For example, it can be singing, it can be gaming, it can be journaling, whatever they find interested in, that's where they put all their effort in. So instead of putting all their efforts into small little things, they put it into one thing specifically. We can often be worried or anxious, and individuals with autism have, like I said, different types of brain waves. They don't see the world the way others do. Children with autism do not always understand emotions or way to express them. So as mentioned previously, they don't know how to express when they're happy, sad, angry. They keep it contempt. It's very difficult for them to show it. Now that I have explained an overall view on how autism is detected and the perspectives of the individual, let me break down the farther and explain the levels of autism. Seeing as autism is seen differently in each individual. Some can be nonverbal, some can be verbal, some can be more independent, some can be dependent. It depends on the 3 stages. The beginning level, which is level 1, which indicates a child requiring support, but the child is more independent. So they're able to go to work, they are able to go to school. They need a little assistance, but not as much, just a little push. The next level is level 2, where the child requires just a little bit more support. At some level, some people might be able to tell the child has a disability. They may seem attentive but need support and assistance coping with stress. So for that, I suggest for someone who has autism who does have a lot of stress, therapy can be a great help for them. The final level is level 3. This level, the child requires constant attention. They need help. They need a lot of support. The disability is obvious, and some can be nonverbal even, so they have a hard time communicating, eye contact. They don't really have the basic social skills. They are far behind when it comes to learning, but they do need more help, mainly with communication. With an understanding of autism, we can change our perspectives. My goal was to provide more information and knowledge on autism. First, I discussed how autism is detected. Then I talked about how a person with autism sees the world differently, how they have a different perspective in life. Finally, I talked about the 3 levels of autism. Autism is the disability to learn about, and by learning it, we can help better others understand it. The disability does not define the person, but we can better support them. Thank you.